I'm still angry at this game! Welcome back to more Sakura Spirit. Slime Girls! In the last episode, we decided to have the very first choice the game has ever given us. They gave us the opportunity to, go to the village, and I took that chance. Narumi sucked a big fat black cock. Make sure to see the last episode to get the context. And now, the 4 spirits that I thought were going to be original fucking characters are 4 fucking sons! Ah, so he's the human that made Machiko-chan and Mako-chan betray us. It's their own fault. That's right, these wicked humans didn't invite us to their party. That was pretty mean of them. Ah! Now this is some variation at least. We didn't betray anyone. The ones causing the trouble are you 4. We simply are trying to get along with the humans to work together. All you ever do is cause trouble. You were not invited because you could not be trusted. You ruined the bonfire, terrorized our people, burned our women, and raped our churches, upset the proceedings. All because you felt you've been snubbed. All because of your own actions. You have no one to blame but yourselves. Ah, it's the monkey girl with the sharp stick. Look who's talking. It's the slime girl with the stupid face. Ah! Ah, that's an insult to all 4 then. That could have been better, but I applaud for your effort, Mio-chan. It's like, fucking the best thing Mio-chan can do about that is like, huh. Yeah, your face. Mako-chan, do you remember the spells we found the other day, the ones in your book? I think so, like the ones I did before? Worries me that I know exactly what the girl's referring to. Do you think you can do both? I know it's difficult, but I believe in you. I know you can do it. Yeah, go Mako-chan. You think I would fall for the same trick? Ha! Sisters, we should show them why we are undefeated. As the sisters darted toward us, Mako unleashed her first spell. The glowing light billowed up from her hands and shot forward. The spell struck the yellow girl head-on, but I seemed to have no effect. As I got closer, Sakura shifted in front. The twin blades of Narumi and Mio struck, slicing her body without any effort. That awkward moment where there's no picture to show this action. I managed to duck as a large ball of pink slime shot past me. As soon as I was back on my feet, barged into one of the other slime girls. Surprisingly enough, she turned out to have quite a lot of mass. Haha! Magic can't hurt Suki, and physical attacks can't hurt me. We are completely undefeatable. Surrender your village to us and we might let you all keep living here as our toys. This is bad. Not yet! Mako, use the other spell. The girl nodded and began to cast her spell, stepping in front of Machiko, who had seemed to be preparing something of her own, staff in hand. Found it a bit strange. I didn't recall seeing any staff lying around, and she usually didn't carry one. One reason or another, she had one. But it won't work, it'll just... Trust me, Mako-chan. I wouldn't ask you to do anything like this if I wasn't sure. I like how you can kind of see their butts. Just pointing that out. As Sakura kept the 2 female guards busy, the 2 other slime girls began taunting us, throwing discarded fruit in our direction. Ha! I leapt toward the yellow slime girl. What yellow slime girl? You mean green? There is no yellow slime girl! You don't even know color! Is this blood? This is blood. I think I'm getting killed. I think there's a poison in this game. Looks easy. I heard this game was short. There's hope that this game won't last that much longer. And that is the motivation you need. That will keep me strong. I leapt toward the green slime girl, slamming into her at full speed as I managed to knock her over. The girl let out a surprised yelp and watched in horror as Mako's spell soared past her, hitting Sakura in the back. A high-pitched scream escaped from the pink slime girl. That hurts! How did you do that, Takane? Yeah, as you push her over, our blades won't even make a scratch. Or what she said, she's the only one immune to physical attacks. The others can be hit and cut just fine. And that is absolutely perfect for what I have here. A special present from the Guardian of the Shrine herself. Takaku, Narutan, Miyo-san, hold them tight. Working as one, we nod in charge toward the remaining slime girls. Mako and Sakura in the grasp of the spell, and the pink girl could barely move thanks to her power. The slime girls had clearly not been expecting us to fight back, and with barely any resistance, we soon had each girl restrained. Hope you girls aren't claustrophobic, it's gonna get a little tight. One by one, Majiko brought each slime girl a glass jar. One by one, she opened them, pressing them to the girls' stomachs. The jar started to pull at them, slowly draining them inside the container, trapping what appeared to be a tiny version of each of the girls within the jar. Machiko quickly pushed the lids back into the jar, displaying them proudly to the cheers of nearby villagers. Thank goodness you were around, Machiko-san, and you, Mako-chan, have our gratitude. We did it! No, my sisters! What have you done to them? Why are you so intent on ruining fun? Why are you anti-fun? The NFP strikes again. The no-fun empire. Sakura, take a moment to look around you. Look at the destruction, the damage. It looks fine to me. I like these Photoshop effects, though. They're pretty nice. How could this be fun? Terrorizing people, scaring them, destroying what they've worked hard for? How would you feel if they came to your home, stole your food, wrecked the place? I never thought about it like that. We just wanted to play with humans like you do. Yeah. As Mako collapsed, the spell seemed to disperse. Thankfully, I'd been anticipating this and caught her in my arms with ease. The three of us looked to Sakura, who was slowly getting to her feet. And you can. You and your sisters can play with us. We just ask that you're careful. Mako and I are proof that humans and spirits can coexist. What about my sisters? They'll be fine. Those jars contain a temporary holding dimension. Sayuri designed them to hold things far larger than your sisters. Slime bathtubs at Sakura. If you're truly repentant, then I, as head of the village guard, will authorize your release. However, before I do, I need you to swear an oath. Do you swear that you and your sisters will not be big faggots anymore? Ah, that's offensive. Will you not be a bunch of lesbians? That's still offensive. Do you pray to not be a bathtub? In return, you can have access to our supplies and services. She's basically saying you're welcome in the village as long as you behave. Yeah, we'll be good, all four of us. These fucking designs! I'm so mad! Just how'd it go, Machitan? Are my jam bottles filled? Hearing the voice of a certain playful spirit, the group turned around and finds Sayuri seated nearby, swaying her legs back and forth as she looked at the crowd. I cannot tell whether you're joking or not, but I'm afraid I can't allow you to keep them. They're honorary citizens of the village. To think that the huffy and uptight Miyo-san would defend troublemakers. You do realize that you're talking to the guardian deity of your village, right? Don't forget about me. I'm not gonna sit by and let you do anything with them. The girls in this village have grown to be quite the brave little ladies. You must be proud, Hayakun. Soft cough came from behind the group of people as the elder came in. Village Elder Hayate. It seems they handled the matter just fine, Sayuri-san. Machitan, you need to pull the lid off the jar to release them. However, make sure you hold on to the staff I gave you. It's your only means of channeling the necessary magic. Not everyone can be a prodigy like Mako-chan. The elder fox spirit nodded. With the help of Narumi, they freed the slime girls. She looked at me with a frown. Left out an important detail. The gateway to your world has been opened. It will be closing again in a matter of minutes. If you wish to return to your world, you must leave now. But there's no time. Leave now. Without your farewells, remain here in the village. Where'd Takakun run off to? And Sayuri? Perhaps they have things to discuss. Maybe he's gonna win me another prize. Or want me to get some food. Recalling the promise I had made, I turned back to the girls that had gathered around the released slime girls and followed. Is the game ending? It's a hard decision to make, however, I doubt this will be the last we hear from you. The spirit smiled, her hands pressed against my shoulder, a light shove pushing me backwards. What was that for? Interrupted by sudden dizziness, the last thing I heard was the spirit's amused whisper. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Before I had a chance to reply, my body was getting heavy, my vision blurred, and soon, darkness. 2 months later! Oh, damn it, the game ain't over yet! Whatever. I subconsciously come to call Sayuri's shrine. 2 months had passed since the fated judo tournament. It turned out to be an amazing experience thanks to Narumi and Mia's training. I had become to make my way to the finals and became the champion! Not everything went as planned, even though I was kind of embarrassed by it. I declined the proposal for me to start playing on an international level. When I announced that the reason I declined was because of a girl, it quickly made headlines all over the country. Rising judo star ends career for the sake of true love. Any silly things ended up being written about me, but it didn't matter. I had a promise I made to Mako. Aw, damn it. I thought this was the end of the game still, and it's like the one I made to the girl. And I'm like, why couldn't it have just been, here's where you picked the girl you made the promise to? I've been visiting the shrine every day, praying and calling out, but no answer. Knowing her, she's probably laughing her rear off at me standing here shouting like this. Looked around the area, recalling how familiar it looked to the place I had visited with the Spock spirit. Speaking of which, nothing remained of the village. It turned out there may have been connection between it and the city. Many generations ago, when the city was a small town, a group of malicious fiends attacked the village, but were later driven out sometimes afterward. They called this city Suki no Toshi, a city named after a tsundere. Couldn't be more of a coincidence, or it couldn't be a mere coincidence. I'm like, well, I'll come back tomorrow. Akane. Through the rustling of the trees, I thought I heard a voice. The moment I turned around, a circle of unfamiliar symbols formed at my feet. Wait, what happened to the old methods? Before I had a chance to figure out what was going on, the circle lit up, and I felt the ground below me disappear. It felt as though I was falling through a tunnel, a dark, never-ending tunnel that went on for what seemed like several minutes. Suddenly, a light came into view and... Watch out! Oh, don't get sexy. Don't! You did it. See, this is what happens when you try to cast magic beyond our capabilities. You need to stop doing this. I'm not gonna give up. Takane made a promise. I made a promise. We should keep doing it. I was so stunned. Lost the ability to speak. Machiko, Mako, it was them arguing with one another. It was too good to be true. You're a fool. Even Mio-san's given up. It's okay, though. We all miss ya. They're like, hey, you're here! Oh, god damn it, you two motherfuckers. Don't try and get all hot with me. It may just work. It worked! I knew it would work. It worked. It's good to see you. I'm so happy to see you. They were so incoherent and sobbing. I was still sore from the impact and patted their heads. Did you really miss me that much? Yes! Yes! Of course I did. Thanks to you, I became the champion. I think it fell down here, Mio-chan. Hey, everything alright? Mako beat her to it. He's back! What?! Hey, Baka! Baka, baka, baka! Man, you are the most tsundere motherfucker I've ever met. He didn't have a choice yet. I know that, but Baka. Well, not that I don't even care! God damn it, Mio, you stupid bitch. The conversation spent time with blah blah blah. Another spirit appeared. I guess I won the bet. Wasn't sure if she was talking to someone in particular, but for a moment I could see her gaze drifting toward me. The words that left her lips seemingly carried more importance than simple words. Seems like you aren't done with your grand adventure yet. I look forward to seeing how you plan to amuse me this time. I look forward to how this game will still go on! What do you mean? The music looped! Wait, it's done?! What?! What do you mean? Sayuri wrote? Fuck you! I don't... What? So your story... But who do I pick? Every great story has a humble beginning. Although Gushi Ken Takehiro's stories come to an end, it's only the prologue of what's yet to... That's it? What the fuck? This is... What's in gallery? Oh, everything. There's a locked picture?! Oh, it must be if you chose a different result. Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk now. I'm gonna take this headphone off. We need to speak about what has just happened. So with this, Sakura Spirit's game comes to an end, and let's explain why that was terrible. Alright, so, the whole plot of this game was like, oh, you've got to do all kinds of shit to fucking stop the four spirits, and I'm like, okay, fine. We go, we do the magic, I advance the text, and we beat him, right? Alright, we go back home, and it's like, hey, I want to go back so we can, like, get the next thing. And we do, right? And it's like, hey, you're back, this is great, I can't, but your adventure ain't over. And it's like, I can't wait to see what you do next, and it's like, what are we gonna do next? The end! And then I'm like, okay, maybe it's a multi-episode thing, but it's like, things have humble beginnings. And it's like, fucking, but his story's over? What does that mean? And this is a visual novel surrounded by booby women. And you know what you're getting when you get a visual novel like this, when you pay $15 fucking dollars, or however much this was over fucking priced at. I'm gonna go on Steam and look at it now. The whole purpose of this goddamn game, and don't tell me it's for the fucking story, because I don't want to see you lie this hard. The whole point of this game is you go through it, and you get to that point in the end where you develop a relationship with one of these characters and say, you know, boy, I'd like to fuck her right in the pussy. And that is what the point of this game is. And they didn't give you that. This entire game is terrible because it ends incorrectly. This game is $10. This game is terrible. $10 for cock teases. It's as bad as when you watch a fucking ecchi anime, because there's no fucking sex in it. They give you enough explicit dialogue or fucking nudity to get you close to getting a fucking chub, and then it ends. And then it fucking ends. But with my thought here is like, oh no, I know I'm not gonna have fucking sex with these characters. That's something that's kind of obvious to me. I would like it to be implied that you then get into a relationship with the character, because that seems to be the fucking point. A good visual novel is something that will tell you, hey, should I do this or this a few times throughout the game to help make it a little bit more interesting. But unfortunately, Winged Cloud, the developer, Sekai Project, whatever the fuck these motherfuckers did, was like, alright, I guess at the end we can have a choice, and the only thing it's going to fucking affect at all is the fact that it's like, okay, you get an extra sexy image. Because I did this, I unlocked stuff for, I guess, Narumi's character for images. But that's it. The whole thing, oh, you gotta warn the people about it. It never fucking comes up because too much lewd bullshit happens. The plot of this game is the most cookie-cutter fucking nonsense. Oh man, high school guy, knocked into another world, has to fix problems. All the girls want his dick. In the end, for some reason, has no good connection with anyone in his real world and goes back to this world, but is left up with an open-ended ending of what's going to happen next. This is a visual novel that takes, what, fucking 3 hours to beat? I don't know how fucking much time I devoted into this. This game's bad! This game's terrible! There's only one fucking ending in this game! There's only one ending, there's only one choice, and the choice is fucking borderline meaningless. You know how you wanted to end this fucking game? And until I hear that there's another chapter where you play as Gushy Ken or whatever the fuck this loser's name is, it's terrible. It's like, oh, the ending. You get to hang out with them. You know you want to fuck one of them. Why don't you at least end the game with, you know, maybe a moment where you could choose who you want. But you don't choose who you want. You fucking don't. So what's the point of it? The story is so lackluster. Do not buy this. Do not support this. It's bad. It's bad, and it's probably funny for you guys because, well, hey, look, KZ spent 10 fucking videos, like, playing a retarded visual novel. Ultimately, I say it's not worth it. If you've seen it, you're done. This is a game that does not add choices, that does not add development. Let's take a Let's Play I've done like Valiant Hearts. I felt like the story was great, even though it lacked any sort of non-linearity, so I wanted people to support that. And the game was a masterpiece with its story. The difference here is Sakura Spirit also has that, but its story is fucking garbage! So I'm gonna say don't support it. I knew this game would, like... I knew this game would make me annoyed, because I like having waifus, and I kind of like the idea of doing a visual novel on my channel as a joke. But this is a game that literally just jokes around and cock teases too much and goes a little bit beyond what I'd expect it should do. And ultimately, the game failed, in my eyes. The game failed to deliver anything I expected, and the expectations were low. Ultimately, I don't regret doing the series. It had a lot of funny moments, but ultimately, fuck Sakura Spirit, alright, guys? This has been another Let's Play by KZ. I hope you enjoyed. I would have picked Narumi, by the way. She's kind of hot. I don't know how to end this video. How about this? How about with the only thing I could possibly end it with?
Underpants! I always sleep like this. Underpants!